Next question, the member for Cambridge.
Mr. Speaker, good morning. My question is for the Premier. We are 2 weeks shy of a year since this Premier and government have imposed arbitrary emergency orders. I provide examples of those in government breaking their own emergency orders over the last 12 months. The Premier visiting his cottage, visiting a mayor to give happy birthday greetings, attending a wedding seemingly without masks being worn, the then Finance Minister going on a sunny vacation, the Parliamentary Assistant for Education not wearing a mask in a large gathering. Can the Premier let us know what fines, if any, were applied in any of these examples?
To reply for the government, Government House Leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Look, we did bring in a number of measures to keep the people of the province of Ontario safe. I know the member opposite, both the member for, I believe, York Centre and the member for Cambridge were enthusiastic supporters voting for all of those measures, Mr. Speaker. I do congratulate the member for Cambridge. She did stand on a point of privilege, and she voted against a motion that she did not feel appropriate, unlike the member for York Centre, who enthusiastically voted time in and time again for all of those measures. Look, the measures that we put in place have helped ensure that the province is safe. I can appreciate that the member opposite is not favourable to some of these. That is her right. It's her job to stand up for the people of her riding. Ultimately, the people in her riding will pass judgment on the decisions that she's made. We're quite proud of
York Centre, come to order.
What we've done and what we have accomplished together. There is more work to do, Mr. Speaker, and we'll get on with that job.
And the supplementary question, once again, the member for Cambridge.
Mr. Speaker, it appears that no fines were applied in any of these instances of government members deliberately breaking their own emergency orders. Why then was it appropriate for the government to go after $46,000 in legal fees, plus almost $40,000 in fines from the Trinity Bible Chapel of Waterloo Region, all because its congregants deemed it essential and an obligation to congregate for prayer? Surely the government didn't need the money after finding over $5 million in taxpayer money to fund the Ontario PC Party as proposed in its most recent legislation, Bill 254.
Government House Leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The honourable member, of course, will know that part of that bill is a continuation of what this government has done in helping independent members find their voice in this place, Mr. Speaker, which includes allowing independent members to raise funds as well. So, look, we're quite proud of the work that we've done to help independent members find their voice. We've provided them additional questions in this House for a question period. We've guaranteed them seats on committees. We've given them expanded opportunity to respond to bills and legislation before this House. So I'm actually very proud of what we have done to democratize this place, to allow the independent members to speak. Having said that, Mr. Speaker, the measures that we have brought in to protect the people of the province of Ontario are very important and are what have helped us keep the rate of infection to the lowest almost in North America, Mr. Speaker. I'm quite proud of those, and like the member opposite, I will be judged by those decisions at the next election, and I'm quite confident that.
Thank you very much.